If you're looking to buy a stacked NBA 2K account with max badges and more, visit sportstmb.com. He has been in the community for years and has hundreds of reviews. Click the first link in the description to get your account today.
What's up, YouTube? And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to dribble all the effective moves on 2K20. A couple of things you're going to need to do first. I don't know what he's doing. Like, he just... Alright, first thing you're going to want to do is go to your options and click on controller settings and turn both of these to absolute. If you have those on absolute, this will work. If you don't have it on absolute, this is going to make sense. It's going to be different. So yeah, put those on absolute and put on these SIGS right here. Let's see. Alright, yeah, so Pro 5 crossover is important. Pro 5 behind the back is important. For the spin, you can do Pro 4, Pro 3, or Basic 2. Basic 2 and Pro 4 are both like really good, but Pro 4, I'm just using that right now because the half spin is faster. And yeah, everything else you can change. Allen Iverson size of package is amazing, so keep that on too. And everything else is up to you. So yeah, let's get in the mic court. I'm gonna show you guys how to dribble. All right, so the first move I'm gonna show you guys is the STEEZO roll. It's really easy and it's probably the most effective move in the game, definitely now since the behind the back's gone. So all you guys need to do is have on Pro 5 between the legs like I showed you. And so basically you can do the STEEZO roll off of between the legs, but the most effective way that I do it is off of two of them like that. So you could do a half spin between STEEZO roll, and in park it would look like this. So yeah, if you're on the 3s court and you're dribbling, the best way to do this would be to come down, do a moving behind the back, and off of it do a half spin like that. So I don't really have enough room in this my court to do it, but yeah, just up the court behind the back, and then you do a half spin, two between the legs, and then you STEEZO roll backwards. So to STEEZO roll, all you have to do is after the second between the legs in this combo, hold turbo and hold your left stick diagonally. So it would look like this. So yeah, it's really easy. It's really just your left stick. There's like something I would do on 2s. So yeah, you can do it off of anything, but the main ones I do it off of are the two between the legs like that, or you can do it off the new behind the back. All you have to do to do it off the new behind the back is right after you do the behind the back, hold your left stick to the other side, do it between the legs, and then hold your left stick diagonally backwards and turbo, just like the regular STEEZO roll, but you're just doing the new behind the back and then a between the legs before it. So, and if, okay, it looks just like that. So if you don't do the between the legs right afterwards, it's not gonna work. So just make sure you do the between the legs right after you do the new behind the back, so it can trigger every time. So yeah, that move's like super simple and super easy to get open. Just boom, straight into the new behind the back, between the legs, STEEZO roll backwards. And it looks like basic 1, but you have on Pro 4 spin. So it's like two birds with one stone. It's just as effective. It's actually more effective than basic 1 because it's faster. It's really easy, and you can still do Pro 4 combos with it. So yeah, that was the first move. Yeah, I showed you guys this 3s combo. You could just start it by coming up the court with the behind the back and then half spinning. And then if you're on 2s, you can do something like this. I'm just gonna show you guys the next move first, because this is like essential if you're trying to dribble on 2s, because you have way less room than 3s. So it's called a throw over. Some of you guys might know it, but basically all you have to do is a standing move. By standing move, like I mean like a cross hezzy like that, a behind the back, between the legs, a crossover, a standing behind the back like that, an escape, anything. But I mainly do it off of a between the legs, so like this. And then so after you but after you do the standing move, all you have to do is continue to hold turbo, or start holding turbo if you weren't before, and then hold your left stick diagonally down to your non-ball side hand like that. And so once that happens, you should get an animation like that where your player throws over the ball like that. And so once that starts, you just move your left stick from diagonal to your player's back. So like right there, if I do it and then my player throws it over like that, my player's back is like diagonally like right there, right? Like for example, boom. So all I have to do is move it from diagonally down to his back, and he should start walking back like that. You should get an animation like this. So once you get that, you can do any moving move in the game after it. All you have to do is, once you want to do the moving move, is let go of turbo and do it. So the most effective one is a behind the back. This is great for, it just gets you open every time, but if somebody's pressing you, this will like train them not to press you. On twos, people press you all day because they don't expect you to like do anything, because you can't do anything since the behind the back's gone. There's not too many moves to do when someone's pressing you, but if you have on my SIGS and Allen Iverson size up, you could just do something simple like this, like the first possession, bums, tryhards, everybody, they just press you, so you could just step back, boom, speed boost by them. Center's most likely going to help. You can just pass that, it's green, and now you can actually start dribbling since they know like you're a threat to drive even when they press you. But instead of doing that, if you don't want to do that, or like if they're still pressing you, you can do the throw over like I just showed you into a behind the back. So all you have to do, like I said, is a standing move, hold your, after the standing move, hold turbo and hold your left stick diagonal to your non-ball side hand, diagonally down to your non-ball side hand, and then to your player's back. Once your player starts moving back, just let go of turbo, and then for the behind the back, you would just flick down, so it would look like this. Boom. And then that's straight to the rim, because like you're just standing here dribbling, and out of nowhere, you just do a like complete and utter speed boost straight to the rim, and just like that, you're by them. So here's a clip of that right here. So yeah, that works pretty much every time. I just showed you guys the STEEZO roll and that. So a simple combo, just knowing those two moves, will be something like this. Boom, you get the moving one into a STEEZO roll. So instead of the behind the back right there, I did it between the legs. The between the legs doesn't get you open off of it, but it's just like for style, it looks cool. And it gets your combo started. That's the main thing. So like I was saying, on threes, you could just, you have the luxury of like being in the backcourt and then coming up the court. So you could start with the behind the back into a half spin, but on twos, you don't have that room. So you have to do like the throw over like I just showed you into a moving move to start your combo. So like here, I'm doing the between the legs, and then out of that, I'm doing a half spin. All right, hold on. Out of that, I'm doing a half spin into two between the legs, into this STEEZO roll like I showed you earlier. Boom, and now you're wide open. And here's an example of that right here. So yeah, that's just two really effective moves, the STEEZO roll and the throw over already. The next move is effective, but it's not like as effective as the first two. It's more for style. So all you have to do, it looks like this. And then, hold on, let me show you a better example. Boom. So all you have to do, this one's almost like the gather from 2K19. All you have to do it is do a half spin, then hold your left stick diagonally back and hold turbo, and then it'll trigger this animation. And that animation you can interrupt into other moves. So you can interrupt it into a spin, which is what I'm about to show you right here. And then off of that, you can do this move, which is super easy. It worked before with the old behind the back, but now it's like nerfed. I'll show you guys how to make it effective though. But all you do is like while you're running or facing backwards, you just hold turbo and then flick up and down with your right stick, and it'll do this. So it's just a fast behind the back, but as you can see, it's slow now because they nerfed the behind the back. So all you have to do is right after that first behind the back, you just continue, like you hold your left stick forward and then do a moving behind the back. So yeah, before the ball even hits the ground, off of you doing the explosive hezzy by flicking up and down, running backwards, you just flick down without holding turbo, just flick down, and then it'll do the quick behind the back, like that, and boom. That's like a simple move right there. Like basically, I do this a lot when I'm taking, like my center gets a rebound and I go to the paint. This is like a great one because you're just running backwards and most likely chasing you, and then you just run back, run forward or run back, flick up and down, and then do it behind the back. So yeah, yeah, that's that move right there. But you can do it off of the spin I just showed you, this spin, or where you hold diagonal. So right before the ball hits the ground off of this animation, all you have to do is a spin, and once you do the spin, you'll be facing backwards. So then you can do the up down thing I just showed you into a moving behind the back, and it looks like that. So that's like an effective move. The spin isn't effective by itself really. Sometimes it is because people are expecting a between the legs, because that's like what you're canceling in order to do the spin. But it's not as effective as like the behind the back. Like the first two moves I showed you, those are flashy and they'll literally get you open every time. These ones are pretty much just for like show, but they can get you open. So let's say you're here, or let's say I do the move I showed you earlier, the throw over into a between the legs, into a half spin, into the spin I just showed you. So it sounds complicated, but it's just this. And then boom, up down like I showed you, and then behind the back, and now you're at the rim. So it's really easy once you get it down. Just try out this move, just half spin, and then you hold turbo and your left stick diagonally down like you were doing it between the legs, but with your left stick, and then you can spin out of it, or you can half spin out of it, and out of the half spin you can do two between the legs and a STEEZO roll. So all these moves are like connected. So far I've showed you the spin glitch, I showed you the throw over, I showed you the STEEZO roll, I showed you the escape thing. Oh, one more move I'm going to show you guys is out of the throw over, you can do any moving move like I said, right? So let me just go through most of them. The between the legs, which I showed you guys, the behind the back, which I showed you guys, and here are two new ones. A half spin like that, and a real spin like this. So yeah, these moves are pretty much easy once I tell you like how to spin your stick. So yeah, do the throw over glitch like I showed you, the moving move into like holding your left stick diagonally down then up, and then once your player is moving backwards like that, all you do is spin your left stick from 12 to 6 o'clock counterclockwise like that, and then the spin will trigger out of this. So to score off of the spin, you can double cross like this,
a clip.
So yeah, just do a double cross right after the spin, and the spin to trigger it 12 to 6 counterclockwise, boom, and then double cross. And with Pro 5 crossover on, the crossover as you can see is like really long, so it gets you open off of the double cross. So throw over glitch, spin, and then double cross, and now I'm at the rim. That's one way to score off of that. There's more, but like, oh yeah, you can just do a cross behind off of it if you want to just keep going like that, and then you can just do whatever, half spin, between, STEEZO roll. Like, yeah, all these combos just connect, dude. Like once you get like 3 of these moves down, you'll pretty much be unguardable, and once you get all of them down, you'll just be like God tier. So yeah, next move I'm going to show you guys is the half spin out of that. All you have to do is do the throw over glitch and rotate your left stick from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock counterclock, or 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock clockwise like that, and it'll do the half spin. So the throw over glitch, once your player starts moving backwards, you rotate your left stick clockwise from 9 to 12, and it's going to look like this. Or there's 2 animations it gives you. There's that one, and out of that one you can just flick up, and it'll get you open for a 3. And then there's that one, which is like the better one. So there's a bad one. Out of that one, you can just flick up and you'll be open for a 3. And out of, yeah, flick up, boom, you're open for a 3. And the half spin's random. So like this one, just do it if like you're up or it doesn't matter early in the shot clock, because you know you'll just get random stuff. That's like 4 wrong ones in a row. You never know what you're gonna get with the half spin, so don't like really trust it. It's completely random. But the good one, boom, you can just do a behind the back straight off of it, and it'll get you right to the rim.
That's good to just beat her back.
Boom, behind the back to the rim. And then you can do this also, which is right back to the first move I showed you guys. Between, STEEZO roll. So yeah, all these moves are connected. That's pretty much all the ones I'm going to show you guys today. If you didn't understand any of them, tell me in the description. But yeah, that's all for this video. Like, subscribe, turn on notifications, because I got something coming up. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
Game's over.
Alright, bet. Okay, whatever. Video clippers.
Well, Jdub the J don't want him normally.
There we go. Come on, behind the back, Jdub, behind.